Good morning, student. Today we start the very first video of this video series, and this video is of the very first chapter of class 11. Okay, that is physical world. Before starting the chapter, we need to understand what do you mean by physics, or what we will understand by the term physics. So first question that comes in our mind is, what is physics? Okay, so from the definition, as per the definition listed by the scientist, or we can say that the educationist, is that the physics is the branch of science that deal with the study of nature and the natural phenomena. Okay, so this is called physics. Now the second question that comes in our mind, what kind of a nature and what kind of a natural phenomena what we are talking about. Okay, so you may hear in physics that first, if I ask you that, you may explain the terms. So the very first term that comes in your mind: length, mass, time, temperature. Okay, these kind of a thing, electric current. That these are the terms that comes in your mind very first in physics. Okay, so we start with such. Okay, like in the daytime or at a night, we experience something that we call temperature. Okay, you may see that there is a hotter day, in a hotter day or in a colder day, or we can say in day, the day is being hotter as compared to the night. So with this hotness and coldness, what we are going to talk about. Okay, so very first thing that I be going to say, we in physics we devise a term called temperature. So temperature is a, we can say, a quantity. It is a quantity that measured on a scale. There are various scale. One of them is Kelvin scale, Celsius scale. Okay, so we may take a standard Kelvin scale. So with this Kelvin scale, what we are going to be measure is the temperature. Okay, so a quantity is temperature. We are going to measure it by thermometer. A device is thermometer, and a unit or a scale through which we are going to measure it. You may take Kelvin, degree Celsius, Fahrenheit, L, etc. Okay, so this is how the study of physics is going through. Okay, now, in nature, what happened? There is a hotness and coldness. Okay, physics devise a quantity called temperature. For measuring the temperature, they devise thermometer, and that thermometer needs some kind of a measurement that we call a Kelvin scale. So this is how the study of physics is going to be dealt. Okay, so we have to uh, learn or read this kind of a term in physics. Although this chapter physics has not very physical word, you can say physical world, in class 11 it is the chapter that is called physical world. It has not that much of importance that a thing that comes in a question paper. Okay, but this is the chapter that explains the whole physical world. Okay, so with this chapter we understand how the physics deal to the subject, what are the scopes, what are the excitements in a subject physics. You never see this kind of a term in any of the other subjects. Okay, so first talk about the scopes. Okay, so if someone is asking about what are the scopes in physics, okay, so whatever you are going to be see, whatever you are going to be experience in your daily life, most of the thing is governed by the physical laws. They may be one, two, or more, but the scope of physics is a very vast. Okay, if someone is asking you that are the scopes of physics, so it has a very vast scope, but we are going to take about some few. Okay, so there are some branches of physics. Branch of physics, basically, very first is mechanics. Okay, second one is thermodynamics, and the next, there are more than, we can say, these four. Okay, thermodynamics. The next is, we can say, electrodynamics. Next is optics. Why I be taking these branches is just because of the reason you may see that in class 11. Basically, we are going to talk about mechanics and thermodynamics, and some of the portion of wave also. And in class 11 we talk about electrodynamics and optics and some of the topic like atom and nuclei and semiconductor devices. Okay, so that's why I'll be taking this term mechanics and running. There are more branches of physics like relativity, quantum mechanics, okay, classical nuclear and atomic particle physics. There are many branches, but we are going to take some few branches. So these are, we can say, these in these branches, if you are going to encounter with such kind of a branches, you need to understand first of all the physics. Okay, now the second thing that comes in our mind, what are the excitement in physics. You may heard about various theory in your previous class. In class 10th you may heard about the Faraday law, how the Faraday come to this explanation that whenever there is a motion between a coil and a conductor, okay, it will produce a, it will motion whenever there is a coil. What I'm going to explain is, Faraday explained that whenever there is a relative motion between a coil and a magnet, okay, with this what will happen, there is a induced EMF or a current is going to be produced. Okay, so this Faraday come to this point when he experiment this kind of a when he experiment this kind of a thing. That time he frustrated that much that he just put that experiment setup into a vein, or he just throw it out. Okay, with this throwing he may experience what kind of a situation that he explained further to the world. Okay, so this is we called that's this kind of acceptance we have always have in a physics, even in the Archimedes principle. Okay, you may hear about the Eureka, how he is run away to his king by saying the word Eureka. Okay, so this kind of excitement will come to the physics. Okay, now the next very next thing that comes around, how the physics relate to the other branches. Okay, how the physics relate to the technology, how physics relate to a technology. This is the term I think, in technology there is nothing other than physics. Okay, whatever you are going to see, even a single fan, okay, that you see, it also consists of it also work on the physical laws. Okay, physical laws like it has a certain kind of a system called electric motor. Okay, that electric motor is basically work upon the physical laws. Okay, so this is how the technology, even the phone that you are going to use, it also consists of many of the semiconductor devices. Okay, many of the other thing also, but I'm going to explain you a simple basics about about the technology about the technology that you always have, or we can say the in the technical area that we are living is only possible by the means of physical laws. Okay, so this is the thing that you need to understand, that the era in which we are living is basically possible with the laws of physics. Okay, so this is the something that we are going to say that physics is related to a technology. Next point that comes in, how physics related to biology. Okay, so how physics related to biology, you may heard about devices like compound microscope. Okay, these kind of, if you may, if I tell you that is it possible to know any kind of a microorganism without a compound microscope? So your answer is no. Okay, why it is so? Because they are so tiny that they are not even seen by a naked eye. Okay, so that's why physics device, how the physics device um, devised the instrument like compound microscope. With by the help of that we may be able to see such kind of a microorganism. This is the relation of physics with the biology, or there are many others. It is a simple example. Even the uh, uh, whatever MRI scanning, okay, whatever electrocardiograph, these all are the machineries, they work on the physical laws. Okay, but they help the medical, or we can say the medicines factories, or somewhere in a field of a biology or in the field of a medical. Okay, Next thing that comes around, how physics lead to the mathematics. You may hear about many of the formulas, so many of the calculation now in class 11th also or 12th also. You may hear about differentiation, calculus, vector. All these are the terms that associated with all with the physics. Okay, that you learn in mathematics. Whatever you are going to learn in mathematics, they are basically applied to the uh, natural world also, we can say. The world, in the world, we have the applied mathematics, if applied to the world. Okay, that with this we understand the term physics. Okay, so when mathematics conditions that you explain, that you know, when you are going to be deal with world, with the mathematical tools, if you are deal to the world, you basically know about the physics. Okay, for this I will provide you another animated video. Okay, this is the done for the day. Next day we will discuss more about this chapter. Okay.